Welcome to our show, Inside of Basketball News Update. I'm your host, Abdul Dan. I'm interviewing today Momar Fall, a former basketball player and now a football player who plays college basketball in the United States. Momar Fall, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm great. When was the last time you was here?
Well, that was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
2015.
I know, right? That's a long time.
Yeah, it was.
So let's say when you came back, what was the first thing that actually like shocked you? You're like, oh my God, that was a while.
Well, it was hot. So, because
Yeah.
usually over there it's like cold in general,
I know.
and then the house has got AC like every time, so like you used like to your body.
Yeah.
So when I got here, I was like, well, first like that was a different airport because like when I went to the United States, that was like in the first like the one we had.
Yeah.
And then now that's a new one. So I was like, well, that's crazy because like I'm on a new airport and this is like how it's going now.
I know. A lot of stuff has changed here.
Yeah, of
And
course.
mostly you coming back, meeting the family. Because I saw a lot of pictures, you said spending time with your family. Like, how was it?
Yeah, he was magical. He was extraordinary. Like seriously, that's like the thing. That's like why we come here in general.
Yeah.
Like see the family and the friends.
Sure.
Spend a lot of time with them. Like spend the time with my mom.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
because she's everything for me. She's
Yeah.
my motivation.
Yeah.
My family is.
Yeah.
So like that was definitely magical. The first time I saw them, like people were crying and I was emotional. I
Yeah.
got emotional too.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. That's why we come back all the time. So.
But you didn't cry though.
Well, no, I don't.
Oh, so football player don't cry.
No, it's not football player. I'm not play cry, but I just.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, let's say if you can just tell us how everything started. You started playing basketball here, going back to the United States. Like how everything was setting up for you.
Well, yeah, I started playing basketball, I think 2008, something like around there. At first, that was like at a school called Major over there, with like a coach named Fall. After that, I went to like a different coach, like cause he was next to my house, so that was like easier for me like to go there like than to just like go all the way to the Major. And like that was Agay, and after that I came here in setups, and after that I went to Flying Start Academy, and like from there I went to United States because like some American came there and they wanted some players, and after that like I went to US, started playing basketball, AU basketball, and then like in the preseason like I just started playing football. Because like my coach, like a football coach, he just wanted me to play. Hey, you need to come play. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. And I start like, learning this new thing called football. Get on my stands, all that kind of stuff. And then after that, like I fall in love with it. And then like just go up from there. Because like I just say, okay, you know what, I feel like I love football more. And if I choose, this is gonna be like my choice, not like people's choice, and I will not regret it. So.
I mean, it's crazy. I think you're the first Senegalese that I know who plays football, and mostly first Senegalese from Move, and mostly from my street too. Like you and I used to be neighbors.
Neighbors, yeah.
So how did it actually become a reality? You playing football?
Well, if you ask me like 5 years ago, I'm gonna be a football player, I'll be like, get out of here, like
Yeah,
seriously.
sure.
But well, like like everybody got his destiny, like how you have to where you have to do what you have to do in life. So for me, it's like crazy. I'm not the first Senegalese though. I see like a lot of like some other Senegalese. Like after I started playing football, that's when like I know them because like they were like, oh, I used to play this. I was like, oh, that's cool. How was it? And they tell me. So I just trying to pick up like what they had like from the football thing, so I can add it to my craft and like so when I work, I will like I'm gonna know like what to do and what to avoid, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's crazy because like usually people be asking me that question too, like why football? Like usually we know soccer, like playing with the ball, not like running with it and like trying to tackle someone. So it was like a big transition for me, but like it's just like a sport, just more physical.
Well, sport that we love to call like sport for crazy people. Because you guys, I've been like 200, 300 pound human being who's fast, running like speed that is really scary, and you guys hit each other. Though. That is scary.
Not really for crazy people. I mean, that's a sport at the end of the day. That's just physical. That's not like basketball. Look good, play good. Over there, we look good like before. We look good before, but after that, like, we look like animals. Like we go to the jungle and trying to take someone.
Oh, so why not you throwing jabs to basketball players?
I'm not trying to jab. I used to play basketball, but it's just, basketball usually you just gotta look good, go to the AC gym. Everything is cool. You got fans over there shouting out and like that kind of stuff. You playing for the fans and shit, but football, you don't even have that time.
By the way, just so you guys know, we play the real football. You guys don't play real football. Just so you guys know, I'm just gonna throw you out there.
Nah.
I'm just gonna throw you out there.
It's not, no. Actually, like, I don't know. I used to say that, but not anymore.
Oh, not anymore?
Not anymore.
all right. So let's say you came, like, you was here, you went to the United States. What was the hardest thing over, like, your first year over there? Because you just moved to another country. Let's say to another continent. Everything was different. And you play basketball. First of all, what was the difference between the basketball that we play here and the United States?
Well, the basketball, that was faster and like people were like, I'm gonna say bigger, not bigger, but like they know like a different way to play basketball, and then like they just had to like they just put like so much work like on you, like in general you just be thinking, okay, I need to do this and able like to be in this level. Like there's a reason like LeBron James or like all these guys are from there. Because they know the way like to play basketball. They know like all the stuff and they got all the toolboxes too. They gotta wake up early to just do this drill, then have to do this, have to do this. But like that's life though in general. You just gotta put in the work like to be where you wanna be. For me, like, it was crazy because I went from being in sea level and going to the elevation, so that was like 6,000 feet. Like so that was pretty high.
Yeah.
So I remember like my first practice, I was practicing with people and like the people were running and I was like I couldn't like breathe because that was elevation and I'm not used to that. So I was like, dang, this is crazy. Like, I was like, is that me or is that them? So they were like, oh, that's the elevation at first. So that was like a lot of various language too. Like that's just, but like you just gotta adapt.
Yeah,
That's like you gotta adapt to things.
So you went there, you started playing basketball, and you put together with schools. How hard was it?
Not hard at all. School in Senegal is really hard. School in Africa in general.
Yeah.
Like, so when I went there, that was like probably the easiest school I ever had. Like, because that was pretty easy actually. Like everything was easy. I was telling that to people, and people were like, "Well, yeah." I was like, "Well, I used to be like, even how thinking about like how hard like the school was here.
Yeah.
I was like one of like the best of my classes all the time. So when I came there, I was like, "Well, this is easy." The math was easy. Everything was easy. So I was like, "Okay, this is gonna be like for kids." So I was just focusing on sport more. I was not even doing stuff like looking at my like classes and stuff because I knew I'm gonna have good grades. So yeah, and that's why I pursue engineering right now.
So right now, what is your major?
Engineering
On what exactly?
and mechatronics, electromechanic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm impressed. So you play football and you engineering. I mean, that's not a common thing from United States. Alright. So let's say you're pretty smart then.
I'm not pretty smart. I'm trying to be.
Oh, you're trying
Trying
to
to be.
I mean, you learn a sport on how long? Like on 2 years or 1 year?
No, I learned the sport like probably 2 weeks.
So you learn a whole new sport for 2 weeks.
Well,
Then you went to play college level. I mean, you gotta be really.
yeah. When I say 2 weeks, so that was like in high school. Like that was my last year,
Okay.
and then that was 2 weeks me learning the sport. But like that was like basically a whole like semester of playing football. I remember at first I didn't like. They just asked me this. They did not want me to know the play, like what we do. They just say, go and try and take that guy down. Like, and I was like, okay, go take the quarterback down. I was like, so I was looking at the sideline and they were doing some signs. So you're supposed to know what you're doing, but I did not know what I was doing. So every time I turn and I'm like, what I'm doing. So people they're like, just go and get that guy. And my only focus was like, okay, one more, you gotta go get that guy. No matter the way you take, go get that guy before you throw the ball. So I just trying to like run around and just take him down and like after that celebrate. That was like the thing I love. Celebrate after that, making plays.
As you said, the coach was just asking you to go and drop the guy with the ball. You being African kind of help you having this, let's say this energy. We both know that playing football, it is kind of rigorous, and you have to be really, really violent to do that. So, did it help you? You coming from the motherland, or that was just something that you actually developed when you were there?
Yeah, I just gotta say something about being violent, not violent, physical. So just got to like tell to people, now we're not violent people. We just physical on what we do. Like we're trying to be physical, not finesse. Like so, there's two different players, like being finesse and being physical. And me, well, yeah, Africa helped because Africa is the land, man. It's crazy to be here, and like if you've been here, I mean, you went through something. So if you went through Africa, you can went through like every time I say that you can go through everything. Because over there, like I mean, it's a physical sport, but if you know your background and know where you're from, you can definitely do it. Like that's why people go over there and still be like playing basketball really, really good at like really high level all the time. That's just because like you're from here, and then well yeah, we got like some aptitudes over here like that are gonna help you to be where you wanna be, and then you just gotta take advantage of that. Like you just not gonna say okay I got this, I have this, and I'm not gonna work. You have to work for it, like to have it. For every time everything you do, you just gotta work for it. So that's why when you go over there, like the football helped me. Like he helped me like to be from here, like to went through what I went through, like to practice like in this hot weather, like. And every time, like the sun and like walking all the time. That's why like, sometimes I say that's why sometimes people be skinny over here, because we all the time we the sun is like on top of our head, like we over here playing basketball at 3, that kind of stuff.
So let's say you came back, right? Physically, people was looking at you differently, of course. How was the feeling, and how people was trying to tell you, sorry, what are you doing? Like, what made you that big?
Well, I just gotta say, they see me as a wrestler.
Right.
I know you did not say that, but yeah, they just ask me, are you wrestling? I'm like, no, I'm not wrestling. But yeah, it was different because, well, that's the reason probably I did not come earlier, because I was thinking about like, I've really changed, like, compared to like the old Momar.
Sure.
That's pretty crazy because I was like, well, I'm not used to be this big.
Yeah.
And now I am. Well, like, yeah, it's crazy because people be thinking, I mean, you're a wrestler.
Yeah.
And then they ask, what you doing?
Yeah.
When you say you're not a wrestler, like, people be saying, hey, oh, sorry, like, sorry, I thought you were like my buddy who wrestled. I'm like, dude, I'm not wrestling. Sorry, because you got the mask. It was just when I was coming here.
Yeah.
So that's just something you hear, but like, just gotta tell people. The reason, that's why I come, because my family. That's the reason I come. But if that was just for people, I would be like, well, no, I'm not coming right now because I know I'm too big for that. Like, people are gonna be telling you all the time, like, oh, why he's so big? Who is this guy?
No.
Who is he like a wrestler, or is he like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
But they're always trying to know. So yeah.
So can we wait for you, since you play basketball, football? Can we expect for you to do some wrestling?
No, no way. I'm good. That's just like you have to like it, and I think I'm like far ahead, like to start wrestling. You have to start like for being young, like to wrestle. You're not just gonna wake up one day, because you can just see like in the arena, people will be like people be doing that kind of stuff, but every time you see they beating them all the time.
Sure.
Because like you just gotta like wrestle is something you gotta do used to your body, just like every sport.
Like
you're not just gonna wait till like you like 20s and then I start nah.
Yeah. So what are your goals right now?
Well, my goal is like to finish my my master in engineering, and probably help people, like, and go around the world, and like, and football wise, like, well, yeah, go pro, why not? Like, if it's like the thing. And why the reason I started with like engineering, because like you gotta start your school first, like, because nobody knows. You know, I'm playing a physical sport, and even if I love it to death right now, I can get injured. Like Christian Wood, I don't want to get injured, but you can. And then if that happen, and I say a big if that happen, like I'm probably gonna rely on being an engineer, have my degree over there, like like travel around the world, work on mechatronic stuff, freelancing, that kind of stuff. So that's just something I want to do.
So can we expect you to make it to the league and maybe come back here and introduce the sport to the youth?
Of course, I mean, being a voice is cool, but like if you like have like a credibility, like if you went to the league, that's now they're gonna be like, okay, the first Senegalese to be drafted in the NFL. Like that's pretty big.
Sure.
Like not just like Senegal, but Africa. All the African people are gonna be like, okay, what is this now? What is this sport? Like so they always gonna be like, okay, we got an African in the league, that kind of stuff. Like so that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Like so now they're gonna be like, okay, what is this? So they're just gonna try to learn it, trying to know. And now you can be the voice because you're gonna feel like people are gonna be like, okay, I really want to know what this sport is about. And you being over there, you like playing all the time, people probably gonna fall in love with it because they're gonna be like, okay, I want to watch this guy from Africa, like from Senegal or like So definitely, I would like to do that. Yeah, if I get drafted for sure.
We will be really proud to see a young, player like you from the motherland, from Boo, from my street, see you play in the league. I mean, that's gonna be really something big, and I hope that you're gonna accomplish this goal.
Thank you.
Mostly for the youngest here, let them know this is possible.
Yeah.
Because they really need people like you, people like a lot of young players that come here and go to the United States and make it. That's gonna be something huge for real, and we wish you luck, and we know that you're gonna make it, right?
Of course.
All right. So always trust the process, right?
Yep, trust the
All right, sir. All right. Thank you for allowing us to interview and to share your story. Because that's
course.
something really big, something really that them youth need to know. All right. We thank you, man.
Oh, thank you.